Hey everyone, I'm Amelia Newcomb. This is Jacques. He's a 7-year-old and he's pretty green to dressage. He had other careers before now, so he's just learning. Today I'm going to try to introduce to him the walk pirouette or the turn on the haunches. I've never done it with him before, so it's not going to be perfect, but that's the point. I hope I can show you guys kind of how I introduce them. So in the walk pirouette, you need two things. One, you need to be able to turn the shoulders, and two, you need to be able to collect the walk a little bit. It's an engaging, collecting exercise. So when I start the walk pirouette, which it's introduced at second level, and at second level it's called a turn on the haunches, which basically just means that it can be a little bit larger at second level. It doesn't have to be quite as tight of a turn as you have at the upper levels. So I like to start introducing my turn on the haunches on a square. So you're just doing quarter turn on the haunches. The first thing you need is you need a nice walk. So he's a little behind my legs, so I need to feel like he's marching and his pole's the highest point. I half out a little the outside rein and I turn those shoulders like that and then ride out straight. And you can see that wasn't perfect, but it was a start. So again, I get a nice walk, I half out the outside rein, I open a little my inside rein, and I try to get his shoulders to turn. So you want your horse, like in the walk pirouette, the front leg should actually cross. So I need to reach him, his left, he's two against my right leg, so I'm abandoning that. There. So I need to reach his left front leg out and his right front leg across. So left front leg out, right front leg across, like that. Now I have to think about where the hind legs are, because his hind legs need to stay in one spot and the front legs turn around. And here you can see, there, that was better. You can see that when I bring the front end around, he's wanting to just swing his butt out to the right. So my outside leg back is telling the haunches not to fall out, and there the front end turns around. So now I'm going to go once the other way, because you don't want to go too long in one direction or your horse is going to get frustrated. So half out outside rein, and now I'm turning the shoulders right, like that. Walk out straight out of it. Half out left rein, now I'm reaching the right front foot out and the left front foot across, like that, and riding straight out of it with a little right flexion. That's right. Half halting left rein, flexion right. Good. That was super. Good boy. So you can see that to the right, the quarter turn on the haunch is a little easier than to the left for this horse. I want him looking where he's turning. So he's looking right and he's turning right. And I'm riding him straight out of it. Two legs riding out of it. In these turns, my outside leg's a little behind the girth, my inside leg's at the girth. So I'm bending him around my inside leg. Your horse should be bending in the turn on the haunches. Outside leg behind the girth, inside leg at the girth, and turning. Good. Then once you have a quarter turn pretty good, you can try for a half turn, because this is what you have in the test. You have a half turn on the haunches at second level. So I'm keeping turning, a little more outside leg there. He went against my outside leg and riding out. I'll try that half turn one more time. This is a tricky movement, one, because it's hard to feel, and two, because you have to be so quick with your aids to fix things. There, good boy. Now I'm gonna go back to the left again. So if your horse gets really frustrated, you know, mix in a little trot, change directions. Don't just like work on these until your horse gets, because it can make them really mad and frustrated and confused. So just go at it little by little, changing directions, throw in some trot work, mix it up. But so you can see this side. So I got to get him more off my right leg there to make this one happen, because every time I try and turn to the left, he just swings his butt out to the right. There, good boy. And I'm a little bit compromising with the bend. Like you saw me a few times, like here, I'm counterflexing him a little and just getting him off that right leg, because then I can always add in the left bend again. But if he's not staying off my right leg and he's swinging his butt out like that in every turn, there, he's got to stay off my right leg. There, good boy. So then you saw how, like right there, I a little bit abandoned my quarter turn exercise and just worked on really getting him more respectful of that right leg. So half halt and quarter turn. There, that was better. But I think for this horse, you know, his right hind leg is a little weaker, so he doesn't really want to engage it. Good boy. And then after these, you know, always mix in, go back to some posting trot. Don't just dwell on them because they are really hard, and for the rider and for the horse can be super confusing. Hey. So I'll put in this video, I'll also add some walk pirouettes of me on my horse Gatsby in the Prix St. George, so you can see, kind of have an image of what we want, what we're working towards. This is obviously like the first time I've ever worked on it with this horse, so they're not perfect, but in the end they get smaller and smaller, more engaged. Good boy. And again, just stay positive. You know, if your horse is getting frustrated, mix in some forward stretching work, so that they don't get stuck or blocked or frustrated.